We're on.
We're live. No, we're not live.
We're not live. Well, we're alive, but we're not. Yeah, this is just the pregame, the preamble.
Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh.
Sounds
Sounds like you broke a tooth.
Mints are one of my favorite things. Honey loves them too. I always have some for her too.
I need a mint.
I need a mint. You got a mint? I want a mint. It's precious.
That's a funny kid.
Past the fire, past the sounds. Moonshine through the clouds. Saddle up, 'cause there's no stopping me now.
Good day and welcome to another exciting episode, the back to school episode of Living Well Together.
Big life in a small town.
Big life's back to school. Autumn is in the air.
Don't you think
High school football's
Yes.
coming on.
that's the best time to live in a small town, don't you think? The high school football games, that's
Well,
so cool.
that's one of them. Yeah. But everybody's got their, you got to go school shopping. You got to get, now, to be fair, it's a kind of a stressful time for moms and dads because they've had, 2 months or so, 2.5 months of just wild Indian behavior out of these little shavers. And now we got to shape them back up. We got to get them used to going to bed on time, and we got to get up early because it's like going to prison. You got to get up on the bell, go to sleep on the bell, change class on the bell. But it is once you get in the rhythm, it usually takes a week or two, and then you can just see people leveling off. They're leveling off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
back to school is exciting.
It is exciting. And it is those first 2 weeks that it's the most exciting. And then after that, that kind of fades a little bit too.
Where was your back to school shopping for clothes? What store in your day? Let's go back in time.
Yeah.
The Wayback Machine.
Yeah. Whoa. So it was probably Sears.
See, we were Penny's people.
Yeah. Now we did the Penny's outlet store when
Okay.
we lived in
Oh,
Columbus.
Yeah, that's when outlets were just coming on.
Just coming
and
on.
they were actual outlets.
And they were really outlets, and you could get things for so inexpensive.
And it was it was like a warehouse. It was
Yes.
not going into a
No,
retail
it was not a
operation.
mall
it was like
where
a
everybody
corner of
was-
a warehouse where everybody was just throwing all their third, second, defective or last season's
Yeah,
stuff.
they weren't-
Yeah,
they
you
weren't
were
defective.
Sears people. See, we were Penny's people. I don't know why. It's
Yeah.
like the difference between Coke people and Pepsi people,
You know,
or Chevy people and Ford people.
It's really strange because I don't even remember like a Penny's in our mall.
You got gypped.
Because, Mom used to drop us off, me and my friend Julie,
Yes.
at the mall. And I don't remember that there was a Penny's there. Wabansie Valley Shopping Center.
Huh.
And
See, we didn't have a mall. If we were going to go to the mall in Chillicothe, we had to go to Columbus,
okay.
where you would go to Westland.
Oh, you went
or
to
Eastland.
Westland or Eastland. Yeah.
I think Eastland is the one we went to most. I
Yeah,
don't
that
think
makes
any of
sense.
those are still there anymore.
Probably not.
But yeah, if you were going to have a mall experience where you got to see fancy other people,
Yeah.
had to go to Columbus. In our community, we had a Sears and we had a Penny's.
Okay.
And we had a Woolworth.
Oh, got it.
And we
yeah.
had a,
But you couldn't buy clothes at Woolworth, right?
no, school supplies though.
School supplies, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You had to have number 2 lead pencils. I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
still do use number 2 lead pencils.
Do they really?
I think so.
And the 64 count Crayola with the built-in?
Gotta have the built-in pencil sharpener, crayon sharpener.
Yep.
If you don't want those Kmart crayons. You want the good branded crayons.
And so we're talking about like in the 70s.
Yes, 60s and 70s.
60s and 70s, yeah. And then because you graduated in 80 and I graduated in 82, so 80s don't really count for that kind of thing. Because
We had big hair and big collars
doing
and
our-
big pants, and we liked it.
Did you wear corduroys?
Yes.
Did they make noise when you walked?
No, they were the little skinny cords, not the big thick cords.
Ooh, okay.
I had them in every color. They were Levi's, and they were a little too long because you had to roll them up.
Were they straight leg?
100%
boot
straight
cut?
leg. No.
100% straight leg.
Yeah.
So you have, I'm starting to think, because Hawk has got those skinny legs, and I think he might get those from you.
He might get them from his dad. Have you seen his dad? His dad's got the same skinny legs.
Andrew, I don't think you're sure. You say that you're a
just going to
chicken.
fill out.
Oh, I know. No, I know.
Right
I mean,
now
he's only
just
14.
he's getting tall.
He
instead
is
of
so
broad.
tall. He's almost as tall as you. Grandma, can we add that photo that Lily took of them? It's Terry with the boys, and it's crazy.
And they're in back to school mode.
They're in back to school mode, and they're
100%.
having a great time.
100%.
They're figuring out their friend groups and meeting new people.
Golly, Ned, I would not want to go back and do that over again.
I know, but they're doing it well.
Cool
I'm super
kids
proud
versus
of
the
them.
nerd kids versus the jock kids versus the regular
Could you
kids.
ever just be like part of all the groups? Were there ever
I was a
anybody-
little bit of that.
Yeah, I could
Actually, I
see
was a
that.
bit of a chameleon in that I could hang out with the kids who smoked cigarettes, or I could hang out with the kids who ran track, or
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I could totally see that.
yeah. But I mean,
I think Hawk would be able to do that too.
yeah, I would say that's probably
And
true.
this is Noble's first year in a true public school
Public setting.
situation. So
Right.
we'll see. He was like the star of the show at
Did
the
you
other
have
academy.
a lunch box, a lunch bag, or a backpack?
Okay, so when I was no backpack, that was not a thing
That wasn't a thing.
for us.
Nope.
Um,
A lot of
so
times
I
you just carried
had-
your books under your arm.
You did?
You just left with a big stack of junk.
Now, did you wrap them with brown paper bags?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, same.
Protective
same.
coatings for each book.
Yes.
And then you can draw on it, color on it,
Yeah,
make it however
personalize
you want.
it.
100% true. With brown paper bag.
But those were the days where the boys would carry your books because they were heavy. Like if you had a whole stack
It was
of
a
them,
load of stuff, and it was unmanageable.
and it was
It was hard to manage.
so that's why they have backpacks now, book bags.
It makes sense.
But as far as no, I didn't. So when I was in grade school, I did have a lunchbox with a thermos. I love that.
Mine was a Munster's.
Munsters.
I had a
I'm
Munster's
trying to
lunchbox
think.
with a thermos.
I'm trying to think.
Oh,
I
it
feel
was
like
bomb.
I can see it, but I can't quite place it. My sister Lauren, you would probably know what kind of lunch boxes we had. You have such a good memory.
And they were metal. They were those
Yes.
rectangular metal with a handle on top. They're practically indestructible.
I only liked the way they smelled when they were brand new. Once there was food in them, I couldn't stand it anymore. So that's when I switched. Like I got to the point where I just wanted a brown paper bag.
Yep.
If I was going to bring lunch, and then also I didn't really like bringing lunch because I didn't like the way the food smelled in my locker either. So then it was like, here's a quarter for school lunch. It wasn't very
School lunches
expensive.
were a quarter. How old are we now? Pretty old. Milk was a nickel. Actually, milk was 2 pennies, and then it went to a nickel.
I don't
buy
remember when
milk
that changed.
from the milk lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Were you on school patrol? Grade school?
This is kind of an interesting
Girls
story.
we didn't have any girls on our school patrol. That was a man's job.
So that's the way it was at our school too.
Yes.
This was we're jumping from Massachusetts to Illinois,
Okay.
and
Which probably wasn't easy either, like leaving in the middle or,
No.
switching schools. I never had to do that.
that was 4th grade, and I really had a hard time then in 5th grade. I just didn't know where I belonged, and I really was a brat in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know this is so hard to imagine, but because I am such I don't like getting in trouble at all. Like that is my least favorite thing.
Yeah.
But it was just me crying out for attention. They ended up putting my desk right beside the teacher's desk. I was sitting at the front of the class,
And you
and
probably
then
coaching the teacher on how to do things right.
I don't know, but once I was up there, I was good,
Mm.
and it wasn't because I was afraid of getting in trouble. It's because I liked being in that
Head of
position
the
of
class.
authority.
Yeah. You still do.
And so, but it was also Mr. Hamilton was the man teacher who also saw this happening for me.
Okay.
And he was our social studies teacher. This in 5th grade, we were moving classes, but just 2 of them at that time. And so he invited me to be on the patrol, and I was really excited because I got to wear the very cool brand new crossing guard little thing.
Little orange strap.
Yep.
Yep.
And it wasn't a vest; it was just a
It
strap.
was just a
looked
strap
like
over the shoulder
Miss
and
America
a belt around the
hanging.
waist, and you could fold it. You had to fold it so that then the loop would fit on your belt.
Oh,
So it came in when
don't
you got it
remember that.
folded. It was just a nice tight little
Oh, I do
pack,
remember
and the
that.
badge went on the front because it had a badge.
okay.
And if you're a regular patrol guy, you had a regular
Mm-hmm.
badge. If you were a sergeant or a captain, red badge and or blue.
Okay. I don't think we had all those different levels of.
Oh, we did. And if you
patrol.
had a sergeant or a captain,
So were you a
badge,
sergeant or a
heck yeah.
captain?
Yes. And then you got to assign who
I
got
wish
to
we
what
had
corner.
your badge.
Yeah.
That would be so
and you
funny.
would send the person that was your least favorite. They would have to go to the furthest corner. Like, you're the rookie, bro. You're out. You're
Really?
going to no man's. You're going to the Siberian corner. Yeah.
So do you always,
Because we staked it out like
Yeah.
a whole block around the school. It wasn't just the street in front of the school. You had to
Yeah.
go like a
Yes.
block or two out to get kids. This is back when it was safe to walk
Probably.
to school, apparently.
so for you, that was probably different because when I was where our school was, it was in a neighborhood. So it wasn't like,
Ours was too.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when
Central
we drive
School.
down Kettering,
Shout out to my Central schoolmates.
when we drive down Kettering and there's a school, they have them like all the way down those streets, but that is a busy road.
Sure.
So and there's a lot of
And
adults.
I don't remember us having a grown up. Like today, you have a crossing guard. It's usually a grown up. We had no grown ups.
Yeah, we didn't either.
You know, one of the teachers was like the boss of us, and we were on our own.
Right. Mr. Hamilton was the boss of us too, but I don't think he was there when we were doing our thing.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, you got your little training and then you were good to go.
Yep. And you had some authority.
And you had authority.
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
So with those two things, sitting at the front of the class and then being a crossing guard, I was able to manage and made some really good friends. And it became, a much more successful experience for me as far as school goes. And then when I got to junior high school, I was a cheerleader for the basketball team. And so that was fun too. Yeah.
Yep.
I really just wanted the
What'd you do
saddle
at
shoes.
recess?
So when I was in grade school, this is also maybe going to surprise. No, it won't surprise you at all. I was the kickball captain. I was. I loved it. Everybody wanted me to be on their team, and so or for me to pick them.
This is your memory.
This is my memory, and this was when we lived in Massachusetts. I was young, So, but that was my thing, and I didn't mind being sweaty. I probably would have lifted weights if I'd known about that back then. But yeah, but what about you guys?
We played extraordinary amounts of kickball.
Oh, you did too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
did we.
Yeah. And our playground was all asphalt. It was all blacktop.
Oh, ours was.
And I would come home with the knees and the hips of my pants just ruined. And my mother was never happy about it.
So my grade school was called Dean S. Luce, and we had a really grassy area. And the grassy area where you played kickball kind of opened up to woods.
Yes.
Like at the back was woods. So that's what you were always aiming for.
Yes.
Was kick the ball into the woods.
Ours was always if you can get it onto the roof of the other building.
Ours
And you would
wasn't
get in
even
trouble,
close to that.
right?
Yeah.
If you kicked
For
the ball
sure.
on the roof, you're getting in trouble. But you had to kick it a long way. And if you could do that, it was worth any trouble you could get in.
Oh, did you do that too?
Everybody did.
Oh,
Everybody
did.
tried.
So what did you do? Did you have were you like suspended, expelled,
No,
detention?
you had to go have a nice conversation with the principal.
Well, you said you were on first name
Yeah,
basis.
because
with
that
your
means the
principal.
janitor then had to get on the roof to get the ball.
right.
And
Yeah,
it was a
that
flat
is-
top roof. So, yeah, that was great.
Too bad it
school.
couldn't bounce over to the other side.
No, it bounced up against the back of the other building.
Part of the other
So,
building.
yeah,
Oh, gosh.
flat top
Yeah.
roof. But yeah, that was grade school. The bomb diggity.
So did they
Tag, keep
Tag.
away,
keep away?
little Red Rover now and again. I mean, you could
Oh, Red Rover. We did Red Rover too.
clothesline people.
Yeah.
Dodgeball. Let's play dodgeball in gym. This is back when, people weren't afraid to just,
Well, and we did jump rope, and we did
yeah, there was that.
Chinese jump rope. Do you remember the thing that goes with Chinese? They call it elastics now, or
Yeah,
rubber
yeah.
bands,
It
or
was
something
just
like
a
that.
big loop, and you had you formed a rectangle. It went around your ankles and somebody else's ankles, and then
Right.
you would raise the height of it.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do remember that.
Do you remember? Do you remember how it goes?
No,
In,
If you
out, side, side, on, in, out.
I don't remember
So you
that.
go. You're
That
jumping
was never my
in,
thing.
out, side, side, on the elastics,
Okay.
in, out.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Remember?
Okay,
Yeah.
now that you're saying that.
And so it was just this little chant, and you would put maybe other words to it too.
Right.
But then if you did it that way, then
You
you
gotta
raise it up
a little bit,
and then you do
right.
it again, in, out, side, side, on, in, out, and then So whoever won. So that was also really fun.
I could piddle with that, but frankly,
No,
that wasn't
that
my
was
thing.
that was much more of a girly thing.
I would hope
Yeah.
to shout. Yeah.
And Jacob's Ladder. Do you remember that where you did the?
Oh, yeah. And the little paper things where you fold it up and you.
I love
I like you.
those.
Do you like me?
Yes.
or no. Pick red or blue.
Those were. What do they call those now? I can't think. They
I don't
call it
even
something.
know.
Was it truth teller or fortune teller? I think it
don't
might be a
know.
fortune teller.
I
What did they
remember
call
it
it, Graham?
vividly.
What did they fortune teller?
And the other one was you would take a piece of paper and fold it into a triangle, and you would use it like a football to
yeah,
flip
the
and
football.
kick.
So did you guys pass notes in school? Because you couldn't text.
No. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Of course we did.
Yeah.
unless Mr. Young got a hold of it, and then he would read them out loud. So you don't want to pass anything you didn't want read out loud.
And so did you fold them up and then tuck them together so that it just made this little tiny square?
Yes.
Like you tuck the end in?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we got to ask the boys if they're doing that. Like our
They're
homes.
just texting.
Well, they're not supposed to have their phones in school.
Sure, they're not.
I don't think
You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But because our girls couldn't pass notes in school.
Who would they pass them to?
Just
Each other. Mom is a doofus. Don't you think she's just a doofus? She's making us do this work.
I was an easy teacher.
Of course you were.
I was.
Back to school fashion.
I just wanted them to get their work done. I wanted them to
Dresses,
get it done.
skirts, pants, shorts. What'd you wear?
A combination
grade
of all of it.
school.
Yeah.
We're not even out of grade school yet. We'll
Yeah.
move into junior high, which
So-
is now called middle school, which is also a ripoff.
So all of the things we didn't have Nikes or Adidas.
No. You had, well, back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, there were only really two kinds of gym shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And when did you wear your gym shoes?
For gym.
Only gym.
And then we
'Cause you
had
your
real
good shoes, your
shoes.
street shoes, and your gym shoes.
Yeah.
There's play shoes, good shoes, gym shoes.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much gym shoes were only gym. And they were either Converse or Keds.
I think we did
Or-
kids for girls.
Sometimes you would get the off-brand, which was never a good situation.
I
Anything
don't think
off-brand.
like for we had to wear these weird little clothes outfits. Did you guys have like gym uniforms?
No.
So we had gym uniforms. I remember they were green and white striped on the top and then green on the bottom, but they were all one piece. So you had
Like
your
a little jumper, a little romper.
like a
my gym
little
romper.
It was a gym romper. And so I don't know
Even
if
for the boys?
they weren't one pieces, I don't think. It would have been easier for theirs to be one pieces though. And the girls have two pieces because it was kind of annoying.
Right.
So
No, we did not have that penalty.
Yeah, that was weird. So then you had like the whole thing. I hated gym.
Yeah.
Because then
Why?
you had to shower
In front of other people?
in front of other people.
So weird. See,
do
we
they
didn't-
do that now? Do kids take showers? No.
It was junior
Graham's
high
saying
before
no.
we had to shower.
That's same. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
when
where you
they
had
start
to
getting smelly.
like, right.
Oh, I hated
Somehow
that.
change clothing or be naked in front of others. It was always the most awkward situation.
And I struggled with my curly hair my whole life.
Okay.
And so if my hair got wet, it was the rest of the day was just ruined.
Oh,
So I would be so sad and miserable because it just did whatever it wanted to do.
sure.
And I worked really hard. Mom figured out how to get it curled and it would kind of straighten it out and smooth it down a little bit. And so she would do that before I left in the morning. In the kitchen, she had this little steam curling iron. I still remember how it smelled when she would push the steam button. I loved
Yes.
it. It was so great.
Did the boys in your school wear Dickies?
Yes.
The
I
Dickie.
wore a Dickie.
The Dickie? You
Yeah.
did?
Uh-huh. I think with
Extra
cheerleading.
credit points if anybody out there knows what a Dickie is. You know what a Dickie is? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's a little fake shirt.
Is your mic
undershirt.
on?
I have multiple colors of Dickies for
Mm-hmm.
multiple outfits. Yes.
Did he only have on a Dickie?
Uncle Eddie.
Uncle Eddie.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Yes. I had many, many Dickies.
So one of the things as I was prepping this, do you remember Mork from Ork?
Yes.
Yeah, the rainbow suspenders.
Yes.
Those came out then. So, but your hairstyle, like I had a lot of hairspray that I used, but you in high school, what was your hair like? Did you have a flat top when you were in grade school?
Oh my heavens, no. No.
What did you have when you were
I just did this side comb, side part.
Okay. And then
It was a big deal when my dad actually let my hair stay long enough to touch my ears.
ooh,
Because I always had the white walls and off the collar.
Yeah.
And then all my friends were like long hair, longer hair.
hippies.
And so I remember I had to like get permission. Can I just leave it on my ears a little?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Next thing you know, it's on your collar. And then
Just a little longer. Just a little longer.
yeah. And then my driver's license picture was
I'll give you that, Graham. I have his driver's license picture.
well. That was now we're in high school.
Right.
So
yeah.
in junior high, it was probably just longer, but still you know, either parted on the probably maybe down the middle.
Well,
Might
I
have parted
have
down
those
the middle.
pictures too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not going to go well.
Yeah. Yeah. I gathered all those up for your 40th birthday party.
Oh, right.
Did you carry? So yeah, you had long flowing hair in high
It
school.
wasn't long flowing hair. It was just
It was long
over my
flowing hair.
ears and on my collar.
It was long flowing hair.
Everybody wanted David Cassidy's hair.
You had David Cassidy's hair.
It was close. It wasn't ponytail long.
No, but it was long flowing hair like David Cassidy, like feathered on the sides, and
Okay.
you're very handsome.
Thank
You're
you.
still very
Oh,
handsome.
Well, thank you.
So did you carry a comb in your back pocket to
No.
keep that hair nice?
No.
What'd you do at school then if it got messed up?
It never got messed up.
Did you spray it with hairspray?
It was just naturally fabulous.
Did you spray it with hairspray?
No, I didn't have hairspray. I don't think, well, I'm sure my mom had
Your
hairspray.
mom would have, yeah, for sure.
Aquanet.
Aquanet, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right.
No, I never used, I didn't have product. There was no
No
product, in
product.
there.
So
No.
yeah, it was just naturally hot. What can you say?
Got to play the hand you're dealt. The kids said it looked like Kelso when we were watching that 70s show.
Yes,
They said,
you
you had
did.
Kelso hair.
Yes, you did. Yeah, that's perfect. People would they wouldn't know David Cassidy maybe, but they would know that
Yeah.
70s show.
Yep.
So do you
I
remember?
have so many friends that are going to see this from those days. I'm thinking of Beth Riley. Beth Riley, I don't know if you watched this episode, but you are going to remember every ounce of this conversation.
Yeah,
Yep.
easy. So do you remember mimeographs?
Yeah, the smell
The
was
smell.
heavenly.
It was heavenly. Why did it smell so
'Cause
good?
You got a little high.
Is that what it was? I know. And even the sound, it was like
ink
just
was-
really,
yes.
yes, it was so good and it smelled so good. And she would come in with a stack of copies.
It was probably so toxic. That
So
paper and that
toxic.
ink, was,
Yeah.
I'm sure, were poisonous.
But I use the idea of those mimeograph machines in my health conversations with people
Huh, okay.
because a lot of people can relate to you wanting the top copy from a mimeograph.
Every
'Cause
copy
when you-
beyond that got worse. And so you talk about that with telomeres?
I talk about that with telomeres
Yeah,
because
yeah.
telomeres are your DNA
They're
and
a
they
copy.
replicate.
And every
and they're
copy is a
copy.
little less desirable
clear.
than the one in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right.
Which is why I use epitalin. You know,
Okay.
that protects the telomeres and help. It's like the fountain of youth peptide.
Okay.
You use it once a year
Yeah.
for 15 days.
Next thing you know, you look like a 30 again.
I know. And I'll tell you what, then you
Boobs
look
get
at
perky, butt tightens up.
blood work and you're like, oh, it's all matching. It's all working.
Did you ever get to do the PA announcements?
I never did, but I bet you did.
No, I don't think I ever did. I got to be in the room. I was participating in the office when that
Okay.
was going on somehow. That was junior high though, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
That wasn't grade school. That was junior. We've moved into at Smith Junior High now. We were the Raiders, by the way.
Oh,
And yeah, I did work in the office for a time.
we were the Wabansie Valley Warriors when I was in Illinois, and then we were the Cardinals in Worthington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Susie Benson and I worked in the office together.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, I do remember the announcements being made. It just wasn't me making them. I should have been the one.
You should have been
making
the
them.
one. It
But
would
I
have been
was
so
not.
great. See,
Well, the
that would have
principal
been
does it.
foreshadowing for this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't you
Yeah.
think?
That's where I started my karaoke career.
Yes, exactly.
No.
So
Do they still do the Pledge of Allegiance in school? Any idea on that?
Graham said no.
No. Well, that explains a lot. And you can't have an American flag, but you can have any other kind you want.
Well, I think it's changing, babe. We don't need to go down that road. Let's just talk about the good times.
Fine.
Yeah, thanks. Did you trade snacks?
Probably.
Trade lunch?
Yes.
I totally never would. I'm like, I don't want your junky food.
Well, by the time, like in junior high, I don't think I was bringing lunch. I think I was buying lunch.
Okay, so the trading
the
trading
plate
snacks and lunch would have been like in grade school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
But a
that
lot of
probably
PB and J, a lot of
Mhm.
bologna sandwiches, chips, always
Yeah.
chips.
Did you
The
did you
treat
guys
would
have
be some
ding
kind of
dongs,
cookies.
ho hos, Twinkies?
Yeah, all the above, all that Hostess trash. We had a Hostess, what do you call it, outlet store.
Oh
in our-
my
in
gosh,
Chilled
you're
Coffee.
kidding me.
So yes, we would make a monthly Hostess run,
Mm-hmm.
and all the things from those tiny powdered donuts, King Dongs, Ho Hos, Twinkies,
Yeah.
every bit of it. And I lived
Did you
on
like
it.
ho hos better than ding dongs or ding dongs better than ho hos?
I was a ho ho person.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They're so
the
good.
ding dongs then were called king dongs, and they didn't have the same flavor. I thought they tasted.
I mean,
it
was the
different.
same thing. The chocolate cake with the cream that was swirled in there and
Yeah.
then covered in chocolate.
but a different
they
shape, and they didn't taste the same.
do you think it was the ratio of chocolate cake to white cream?
I don't really know what it was. They just were. I was a ho-ho person, not
Yeah.
a ding dong, king dong person.
Yeah.
I would eat those if that's all that was available. But I'm
sure
not
you
going to
did.
trade you this for that.
Right.
No way.
And they were wrapped in aluminum foil.
And I don't mind the occasional Little Debbie.
We didn't do Little Debbie's at all.
We did.
We only did Hostess. Little Debbie, I don't think that was a thing in Massachusetts.
It was a thing in Ohio.
Yeah.
And a moon pie.
A moon pie, yeah.
Ooh, you get you a moon pie.
Sometimes I like to
tastes
make
good.
you those homemade oatmeal cream pies.
Those are delicious.
Those are delicious.
Way better than a Little Debbie. It's more like a big Lisa.
We do not call
they're
them
big.
that.
Well, they're huge. Like when you make them, they're not tiny. They're
Well,
not
no,
little
they're-
Debbies.
they're-
They're big Debbies.
They're more like a moon pie.
They're more like
shape,
a
right?
whole pie with no fork.
A whole pie.
Yeah.
Sandwiched together. They're so
Yeah.
good. Now it's making me want to make them. I haven't made them in probably a couple years.
I won't scold you.
Yeah, I'll definitely make those. I do not like. It's an oatmeal cookie, right? And the sandwich
Yes.
with the vanilla cream.
Soft.
But do you like your oatmeal cookies with raisins?
I prefer them without,
Same.
but I will eat them with a raisin.
Do you
won't
pick
turn
the
'em
raisins
away.
out?
Nope. I used to.
Okay.
As a grown-up, I will eat the raisins. As a kid, I would work around them.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Same with nuts and brownies. I'm not eating a brownie with nuts in it as a child.
Right.
As a grown-up, I'm much less discerning.
And you would do walnuts over
Any other nut.
any
Oh,
other
yeah.
nut.
Walnuts over any nut. Still to this
Even
day.
pecans?
Yeah.
Huh. Did you have any other good lunchroom memories?
Spitballs.
So gross.
Yeah. That's where you learn how to put wet paper in a straw and blow it at something else or somebody else. Or
I'll see if I can find the video.
And you get in a little trouble.
you taught Hawk and Noble how to do that one summer a couple years ago.
I taught the Pichet boys how to do that too.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we were at some.
Well,
I
the
had a dream.
boys, I was holding the camera and I'm like, okay, shoot him at me. And I'm thinking that there's no way that they'll be able to. And
They
like,
unloaded.
nailed the phone. Did you ride the bus?
A little bit, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I would much prefer to either walk or be dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
I would ride the bus periodically, but we did a lot of, in grade school, we did a lot of walking to school. And it was a hike. I mean, we lived on a big old hill. It was a long walk.
Mm-hmm.
And you could cut through some woods. That was always like a treacherous treat to go through the woods, depending on who might be in there and what they're doing.
Oh my gosh. You always had to cut through the woods to get to school?
That's the shortcut.
That was a shortcut.
Yeah.
When I was in grade school, I had to, this is in Massachusetts, I had to ride the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And if for whatever reason I missed the bus,
Mm-hmm.
my mother would need to drive me to school.
Mm-hmm.
And if mom needed to drive me to school, I would end up sick to my stomach.
Oh.
I would be so nervous. I was so worried about her. Like I liked leaving her at home
Yeah.
and knowing she was safe.
Oh.
And then I wouldn't know if she was okay from leaving the school to get home. And I would end up sick. I would be in the nurse's room. Most of the time, she would have to come and get me again.
I'll be darned.
It was like just a real issue,
Well, that's
apparently. I know.
That's kind of sad.
I know. Well, I know. And we couldn't quite figure it out. It's like, why? What's going on up there? But anyways, that was the thing. for
The
me.
thing I also learned is that when you're a walker and the bus goes by with the kids on it that are riding the bus, you better get out of the way.
Do they throw things at
Oh,
you?
they're going to dump anything out the window they can. Yeah. Slushy, leftover food from lunch, whatever. You're going to get pelted if you are walking
Yeah.
when the bus goes by.
Yeah. So it was nice when we could finally. Did you have a car in high school that you could drive to school? Or did you get a car after?
I think I did have a car. We had a Volkswagen Bug
Mm-hmm.
that I could drive periodically to school, but
I had a little Fiat X19.
of course you did.
It was so fun. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I think that
drove
was
the
my senior
Volkswagen.
year.
And then actually my junior year, I got my own Volkswagen. No, senior year, I bought a
that's what I
Volkswagen.
thought. Yeah.
And Dad and I painted it up. That was a sassy little.
Yeah. And you told me that you used the front trunk of that for your ice bucket. Oh,
We don't need to cover all that.
Psst, psst, psst. It is still very weird to me that there are no seatbelts on the bus. I don't understand.
If you think about it, it's really weird to put your kid on a bus in the first place. Like, I'm going to take my most prized possession and stack it in a big yellow thing with a bunch of other kids and hope that stranger gets them where they said they would.
Well, they're not a stranger after a period of time. But regardless of all that.
You're just talking about the safety feature?
Yeah, just the seatbelt. Just a seatbelt. Like, just not even, it doesn't even have to be a shoulder strap. Just something to hold them in when they go over bumps.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah.
You can't make it make sense. I'm sorry.
Did you guys have a smoking section?
Where?
At school?
No.
High school?
Good Lord, no. Now, would people smoke in the bathrooms against the rules? 100% yes. Did the teachers have a lounge that would billow with smoke every time you open the door? Yes. But were we permitted to smoke on school property? The answer is a hard no.
In high school, there was a smoking section.
Okay.
And so it was outside. It wasn't inside.
Okay.
But I always used to think, oh,
I'm pretty sure we didn't
so
have
gross.
that. But I remember people getting in trouble for smoking
Because
in the
they would
bathroom.
smoke inside. So maybe this was to eliminate so many people trying to smoke inside. They just had a smoking section outside.
I don't know. I knew I would never smoke. My dad smoked, and it was always just gross to me.
Yeah,
so I knew I wouldn't do that anyway.
I know.
And then when
I
you
didn't
go
want
into
to
the
smell
bathroom
like
and it
it.
smells like smoke, you come out smelling like
Gross.
that same smoke.
I know. It's so yucky.
It was never...
or the smoking section in a restaurant, same.
Right.
Or it didn't matter. If they were smoking in the restaurant, whether you were in the non-smoking section or not, you still smelled like it.
It's like having a no peeing section in your pool. Yeah.
Right. So I was thinking that we were going to chat about nicotine
Nope.
to shift over, but I think
No.
we'll save that for another episode.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't wait to chat about nicotine. And before we get to that episode, I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are about nicotine. Do you feel like it's something that's addictive? Do you feel like it's something that's good for you? Do you feel like it's something that's been villainized?
Are you asking me
No,
these
I'm
questions?
just asking them.
Because once you know what you know, it's easier to say, well, here's what that is.
Yeah. So we'll cover that in another episode. Sound good?
Are we done with the back to school episode?
I think
What about
so.
some like common sense health tips? Let's throw in like, how could I make my kids' back to school experience better for them?
Better for
kids
them?
this is not the same year. This is not the same season. The things that kids deal with today are very different social pressure wise.
Bullying.
Well, because of
Mm-hmm.
phones, mostly the internet and social media. And it is I've got some people in the practice that just, it's a gear grinder for
Really?
them to go back to school.
Yeah.
So a couple of things that I'm just going to suggest. Most of it revolves now around nutrition. You know, the King Dongs and the Twinkies and the
Right.
Ho-Hos, guess what? Not so good
Yeah.
for your kid's brain.
Yeah.
So minimizing sugar
Right.
is a good idea, especially in your evening time if you want them to get a good night's sleep. I think a bedtime is super smart.
Yeah.
You know, now they get home at 9 o'clock from
Other
dance or from
things,
soccer
yeah.
or whatever, and they've got homework they got to do, and it's a hard season.
Lily said that they are really trying to cut down on the amount of homework.
I think homework should be illegal.
Illegal.
Like,
And
you had my kid for 8 hours.
Right.
Leave them alone when they're with me.
exactly.
That's just me.
Yeah. And that way, you know, they have study halls and they're given time in school during school hours to get that done. So as long as the kids learn time management,
Yeah.
then they should be fine for that and not have to be stressed out. And, you know, that creates, if the parents don't understand the homework, then there's just like, it can turn into such a huge blow
It's
up.
a stressful situation.
And it's so stressful. Yeah. The other thing is based on the like brain health stuff, the amount of time that kids spend gaming,
Screen time is
screen time, or being like
detrimental.
Snapchat or any of the social media apps, they get dopamine hits from the time they wake up in the morning
Yep.
from their phones.
And that's not accidental. That's well designed
It's
by
well
those
designed,
people.
right.
But if your kid gets hooked on having that stimulation and you take it away,
Because they're in school and they need to focus.
behavior is going to be an issue.
And they're
for those people.
concerned about, so when they're not constantly being stimulated, they get bored really easily. And then when they don't have the dopamine fix, then they start acting out. And to the point where for some of them, it can actually feel like, you know, an addict's behavior, being angry, and one little thing can set them off that would normally never. So just being aware of that, like if teachers are saying your child has very bad behavior or, you know, is being labeled, looking at all those kind of things
It's a tough situation because you're peer pressure.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh,
how old
there's
should a
so
kid have a
much-
phone?
I know.
Whether
And
they're
I
only this old,
understand.
and it is hard.
Because as a parent, I would want, if our kids were in school, I mean, we gave them a phone when they started being outside of our range at their activities. They had one cell phone. They would share it depending on who was going where.
Right.
And
And that was back in when cell phones were just kind of coming into the game.
Yeah. So
Now
it's
every
about
kid's
this
got
big.
one. And if they
It's
don't
that
have
big.
one, they feel like an outcast and their parents are bad parents. And I'm going to tell you, bad parents, you just stay bad. If you don't have a phone in your kid's hand yet, I'd say keep it out as long as you can. Because it's like once you're in, you can't get out.
Yeah.
And so minimizing that, I think, minimizes the pressure that comes from the technology itself. The other thing I think is super smart is to make sure your kid is on an omega-3 supplement.
Yep, for brain health.
Fish oil, a flaxseed oil, something that is going to load omega-3 fatty acids into a developing brain will always be beneficial to that brain. The other thing most kids are deficient in is magnesium. So there are certain
them
minerals.
relax
You
at
can get
night.
organically bound minerals, a mineral supplement that offsets the beating from nutritional things that are already lacking. So, you know, the body doesn't need a ton of fuel, but it does need good fuel. Most of us are overfed anyway. We eat more than we
Yeah,
need.
but it's not, but they're undernourished.
They're
Yeah.
undernourished. That's exactly right. So a good multivitamin, a good omega-3 fish oil product, and some extra magnesium, and your kid's brain is set for success.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can't do those or don't do those or have any more questions about, get in touch.
Yeah.
And we can help you with that.
Well,
But-
and did you mention the importance of whole food for those vitamins?
well, the vitamins need to be well made. Yes.
They're 100% a difference in quality with your
Yes,
supplements.
doubt.
We highly recommend avoiding the giant jumbo pack at Costco.
A multivitamin that's produced in a chemical test
Synthetic.
tube is very different than a multivitamin that comes from a whole food
Yeah,
source.
right, because
So
your body can
our-
assimilate it.
Our thing is always going to be Standard Process or Truvani,
Symbiotica.
Symbiotica, a good whole food, organic food. That's how you stack the kid for success.
Absolutely. And you know what? Speaking of that, we can add links in. We have discount codes because, you know, we know if you're trying to get them loaded up on good stuff, it can be expensive. And
Yes.
any bit that you can save is awesome.
100%. And so part of that is about learning in a brain that's ready to learn. Part of that is about athletic. If your kid's an athlete, they need to be fuel in their system. You cannot live on potato chips and King
Right.
Dogs.
Yes. So fueling it, but also if your kid is an athlete, do reach out to us because there are specific supplementation that could help to support their athletic
Prevent
performance, too.
injuries and promote healing and recovery and restoration and improve athletic performance.
Yeah.
So there's more than one way to skin all
right.
these cats.
Yeah.
But like I said, part of our commitment is to stack it for success. This is fun though.
Yeah.
Our little trip down
I
memory
know,
lane.
I know. I love it. I think
like I
about
said,
all
I know
that.
there's going to be some friends from my Chillicothe Central School, Smith Junior High days.
Please reach out. Please comment so that we know that you've seen it. That will be so fun to connect that way.
Yeah. It was a good childhood. It was a good growing up place. And
Or
so-
drop your memories too. I mean,
100%.
everybody's got those ones, and it is fun. They're treasured memories, and it's quite a collection that we all
We
have.
want your kids to be able to look back 30 years from now and say, wow, we had a great childhood and how fun was that? So if we can be
Yeah.
a part of that or be of service in that regard, just reach out.
Yeah.
What else should they do?
Like, subscribe, follow.
Sounds
Share.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
See you
We'll see you
next
later.
time.
Bye bye.